Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Uncle's Farm. I believe we're on episode 10. So, the corn's looking pretty good. Starting to tassel. It's starting to brown up a little bit, so probably be ready here pretty soon, probably come October. So, another 2 months and then this will be ready to go. So, but yeah, our corn is looking amazing. I'm telling you what, it's looking good. So hopefully get aiming for like 200 bushels at least, since it's my first year. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. But so as you can see, I have $400 in the bank account. It, it was all from monthly interest and a bunch of that stuff. So all this stuff's doing good. So here's one of our new purchases. It's a Shepherd sprayer. I believe this is like a 24-foot boom, 25-foot. So we got all of our weed sprayed with this, and then over here, here's the hay that I was talking about. So I'm going to be keeping these bales to feed to my cows, which the cow pen's going to be right there. So yeah. But we got one more cut of hay to do. I got all the bales, most of them at least, grouped. All the stuff that I'm going to do a second cutting on is grouped. So, or at least that had bales on it. So, but basically what we're going to be doing is, I guess, getting back to work. Cutting hay, I guess. I mean, we got a lot to do. So, and you also may be wondering, where did I get this bin from? So this was the grain bin that my neighbor had that we got moved over here for $5,000. So, yep, that was pretty good. So, we got this all moved over here. So our corn is looking pretty good. So are our soybeans. So everything is looking great. I think this year is probably going to be one of our best years. So hopefully I'll be able to buy some more cropland. But first of all, start the day out. Let's hop in this. Alright. Start her up. Alright, back her out of the shed. Hook up to the rake. This is pretty much just at this point, this thing is just a raking tractor, raking and planting. Maybe a disking if we get some duals for this thing, but not really, I guess. I mean, the 4840 is the real workhorse now. So. Let's hop in this, start it up. There we go. So, boy, this thing is low on fuel. Let's back this out of here. So, but last time we used this was in when we were grouping bales. So we got all the stuff that I'm gonna do a second cutting on grouped. So that's all good. But as you can see, the maintenance is pretty low on this thing. Oh gosh, I really am poor. Jiminy crickets, I can't even afford to freaking repair this or fill up the rest of the tank. Yikes. Well, anyways, oh god darn it, who bumped it? Darn it. Something must have gotten in here in the winter and bumped this. See if I could get it turned around. There we go. Come on, come on. Man, this thing is heavy. There we go. So this little attacher joint likes to flip around, which is kind of annoying, but helpful at the same time, I guess, for when you're mowing, I guess. But let's back up. Gotta straighten out a little more. And there we go. Got the PTO hooked up. See if I can pull this thing out. Pull this thing out without hitting the... Oh, that's tight. Tight, and I don't like it. Alright, there we go. We are in the money. Alright. So, we're gonna go start mowing. So, but yeah, we got a lot of hay to cut, and yeah, so we're gonna be here for a hot minute for sure. We're gonna be doing a lot of haying, and I mean a lot. This is gonna be the big financial booster, pretty much. This is gonna be what's financing our next land, or our new land next year. So we better go. We better make some pretty good money, or pretty good amount of hay bales off of all this. So, but there's a bunch more pieces that I've decided to cut. Green light, let's go. So, but there's a bunch more pieces. Like, I think I got contracted to do some, or I got asked to do some ditch hay, but honestly, I got enough. I got enough hay at this point. All this is just going straight to selling. So we're just gonna, um, probably not even. I'm not even sure. I guess probably I'll have to group all these together. It's kind of. I kind of like to do it sometimes, but it's like at some points it gets really tedious and just annoying to do. And it's like, well, I don't really want to do this because this is going to take me 16 hours. It just takes forever, but... So, all that stuff pretty much north of where I started picking up bales last, whatever you want to call it, last episode. Pretty much where I started picking up bales. Everything north from there is all those bales are have been just left. The grass is kind of growing over. I've kind of neglected it, but it's not like it's gonna get cut again. It's not good for the grass either, so I'm probably gonna get. Hopefully the guy doesn't see that I kind of left those bales out there, just sitting there, kind of. So now they're gonna be taken up. Now the grass isn't gonna be really good in those spots, but I guess. Just hope he doesn't see that, otherwise he's probably gonna be like, okay, well, now you wrecked some of my grass, you're gonna owe me a couple $1,000s or a couple $100 or whatever. So, but here they are doing a little road construction. I don't think they're ever gonna get this done. I think it was kind of a deal where they started it and they're like, oh, that project, yeah, we're never gonna finish that. Pretty much, kind of whole ordeal is with that. So we are back here for the second cutting. So, and I talked to the airport, and I got the permission to cut all that stuff along there. So you'll just see what I get to cut this year. It's a lot of new stuff. So, first of all, the first bit is up here. So it turns out the contractors got delayed. So they never actually came out here to build what they were going to do. I believe it was this farmer, and he was going to build a bin or something like that. I think he was going to build like probably like a 50 or 60,000 bushel bin, since he's got a lot of fields around here. But I guess it kind of fell through because the contractors didn't come out. So, but we're going to be cutting all this for hay. So it gets kind of really rough in here, like really rough, but it is what it is. I'm not complaining. That's more hay. So, but mostly it's pretty good. So, yeah, everything's working out pretty good. Looks like this is doing a still nice, good job. Pretty reliable mower. So it's working out sweet. Yeah. So we're gonna be cutting a lot more this year. Like I said, I know I'm kind of repeating it, but yeah. So I'm talked to the contractors, and they said, yeah, they're ready to build it. They got the materials and all that for my cattle pen on that. So once I get the money, they're like, okay, well, let's go over there and build it then. Because it's pretty much just going to be a lean-to shed, and then it's just going to be a bunch of fencing and that stuff, pretty much. Personal me stuff that I need to do. And then I've been looking in the cattle market, and it's still not going to go up, supposedly, till, like, January time frame. So, now, this is going to get really steep, but I think it'll be worth it. So, I don't think it'll be too steep. No, that ain't too bad. No. Yeah, we'll be fine. So, anyways, so we're going to be cutting all of this year. Because I talked to them and they were like, fine, we'll let you cut this, but you're going to have to pay us a pretty penny. So, remember that, $100,000 I said? Yeah, now it's, $105,000 for all of this. So, that's good. Real nice. But I guess it is what it is. I'll probably make more than that off all this hay. So, hopefully. I hope I do, otherwise I'm going to be losing money. Then I won't want to cut this again. Which it's kind of nice, but I kind of got lucky cutting all that, so. But I got all those bales over there grouped, as you can see. They're all over there. I just put them in 2 rows right beside each other, because that's where I can fit on the bale forks. So, yeah. So this goes all the way up in here, and then it wraps around. So pretty much all of this hay around, pretty much anything that's around this airport is hay I get to cut. So it's pretty nice. And then I was going to cut some ditches. That old man was talking to me about it, and I'm still considering it. I mean, I don't really want to cut more ditches, because I'm kind of not really, don't really like cutting ditches just because of all the trash that people leave in them, you know, and just all that normal stuff, so. But we gotta be paying attention here, making sure that we don't get accidentally smacked by airplane or something landing and doing that, so yeah, there's a lot of hay here to be cut, right here at least, and then still that's normal section, and so yeah, but I think I kind of made up my mind, and I'm probably gonna cut all that. Oh, this is gonna get really steep. I should have just turned back there. Oh god. Crap, they're not gonna let me cut this again. Yikes. They said that, like, little spots and that stuff like that I could leave, but because they understand, you know, I'm not working with a flex header or anything like that flexes, you know, this is a rigid head, so, but I didn't, oh, crap, that scared me. Living dickens out of me, jeez. So yeah, now is gonna be the rough part. You know what? I like to live life risky. It's a lot smoother up here. Yeah, it's a lot better up here. Oh yeah. Now we're cooking with gas. Oh yeah. So yeah, but we're cutting all this stuff for the airport, so that's working out pretty good. I think I'll probably actually do this stuff first. So once I get down to here, I'll just wrap around doing our pass and just do like 4 headlands, I think, and then that'll be good for the rake. That'll all line up. So hopefully I'll get a good amount of bales, but hopefully that airplane doesn't land anytime soon, so I can still stay up here. But yeah, so everything's working out pretty good. Yeah, but I think that's really it. I haven't really talked to anybody about renting out farmland yet. I mean, it's just not, I guess, I haven't really saw anything that I mean, I wouldn't be mad if I would like to get something kind of like a field that has its field, like good ground, and it also has a bunch of hay ground around it, so I could cut that for hay if I wanted, and I could, whatchamacallit, farm it, do some row crop farming on that, so, and if I wanted to, you know, it's like, oh, well, this hay doesn't do very good, I guess, I'm probably just gonna take it out of hay, so I could probably do that too. I'm not seeing him, so he should be good. I don't have to worry about him landing. So, should be good. But yeah, so we got a lot of hay to cut. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to rake in, I don't know, maybe 100 grand in total after paying everybody and keeping some for my cows and feeding and putting up that new shed. That would be nice if we made like $100,000. I know it's kind of unrealistic, but it's fine. So, but yeah, putting a lot of hours on this tractor. We already got 15 hours on this tractor. Now, in real life, it's like that's not a lot, but in Farming Simulator, that's kind of a lot. But so yeah, we'll get all this cut, and I will talk to you guys once I am I'm probably gonna be done over, or just I'll talk to you guys once I'm done cutting all this little pieces up by the airport. Alright everybody, we are back. So I got all these little bits around the airport cut. So now we're just driving down to this end here to get all of this hay cut. So yeah, but I think honestly, I don't think I'm gonna be cutting anything else other than this and those two pastures over there. Maybe that second one, and maybe that one, but I just don't know. I don't think I'm gonna have the I'm not sure what I'm gonna do because one, I'm already behind on paying them. I was supposed to pay them back in or pay them something back in May, and I couldn't because of the herbicide bill. So I'm kind of rocking a hard place. Do I be over there and be a butthead and try to go cut more hay, or do I just say forget it and just grab the bales that I already paid for? Because I paid him. I thought I did. I might not have paid him to cut that, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do really. I guess because I'm kind of behind on my payment there, so I guess I'm not really sure what I'm gonna be doing. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I gotta figure out some way to pay him, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure what I'm gonna really do. All that north stuff, I mean, well, it's not only that I'm behind on my payments, but it's the fact that it's gonna take forever to cut all this again and again and again and again. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna get real repetitive. It's kind of what farming is, I know. But I do have one idea. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna basically stick with the plan that I have. I'm probably gonna go over there and cut all that stuff anyways. And now, if you remember, back in the first like 4 or 5 episodes, I had a piece way up north. It was really far. It was up by the town. That piece there. This guy said he owns that. Again, he owns that. This guy around here, he was pretty much the big hay farmer. Was. So. But anyways, he owns the deed to that, and he was telling me about it, and he was saying, yeah, I was out there the other day, and looked like it could almost get a second cut, and it's not in CRP, along with all that stuff that's along the, whatchamacallit, ethanol plant. So that stuff we could go up there and cut. So yeah, I think that was about it. So, all that stuff kind of north there, all them ditches along there, I'm not gonna cut because, well, it turns out, somebody already cut them. Yeah, great. Alright, just great. So, somebody already cut them once, and the regrowth is not looking good at all. It's looking like you'd be better off if you just hit it with a bush hog, which the DOT is on, or, yeah, they are on, the state is doing that, so. So yeah, but hopefully I'll be able to get all this done. If something doesn't go haywire on this tractor, that's the big thing that I'm worried about, is because I don't have enough money to fix it, and well, I'm just afraid because I have enough. I mean, I'll probably change the oil on it here pretty soon. I guess maybe once I'm done cutting. Hey, but I just, if this thing goes out, like anything goes bad on this where I can't use it, then I'm kind of screwed, because then I'm going to have to load bales, or row them with a skid steer. And that's going to be painful. And that's going to take me forever. All that, because I can only do one at a time. So that's going to take me forever, and just, it's a whole spiel, pretty much, so. I guess, yeah. So I just got to knock all this out, but thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you guys once I'm probably raking and baling again. I mean, it's a lot for this old tractor. I mean, something's wrong in the motor. I'll just tell you that. And one of the reasons I suspected something in the motor is because I've been struggling in areas where I know this tractor can do way better. Like on a hill like this, like just right there, back when I was doing this before, it was going over this hill like just fine, So that, I believe it's something in the motor. Yeah, and that's usually anything with the motor is expensive, and as you might be able to tell, I don't really have the budget to fix anything that's going to be expensive. So I'm kind of rocking a hard place. I can either put more hours on the 1175 case, or I just say screw it. If something goes bad, it goes bad. It is what it is, I guess. And then I'm really badly done for, I guess. I mean, a lot of this is flat ground. I got all the mostly hilly stuff done. It's just, I think, I just don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And this has the bale monitor in it too, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess I doubt that little 1175 can run that baler. I mean, maybe it can. I don't think it would be able to though. But I think honestly, I'm probably gonna stop mowing with this. Honestly, after I finish this section here, because I don't want to wreck anything. I want to try to squeeze every last bit of use out of this. So I guess if it comes down to it, and my insurance won't cover it, of course. So, but I think what I might do is just, yeah, do what I said. Just throw the 1175 on here, throw it on the rake. That thing is doing just fine. It's still in good condition. And I bought this highly used off of a dairy farm. So, not the dairy farm, but my neighbor down there, he used it as a lot. It was his main tractor. So, and he maintained it good, but it's a lot for this. This mower kind of takes up a lot of power, as you might be able to tell. But so I got all this flat stuff done. But anyways, I think I'll probably switch it over, but I will see you guys, I guess, once I'm done cutting this stuff over here, and I'm over there doing the headlands over there. Guys, so we're back over here. I got all that hay cut over there, so now we're just over here cutting this little patch. I decided to go a little farther in here just because, why not? And you're also maybe wondering, first of all, why am I still using this, and why is my bank account up $3,000? Kinda had to do a lot of begging and pleading, but I got my banker to give me another operating note. So now I'm up to, I think it's, yeah, $115,000 that I have to pay off by next year, August possibly. So, yay. But I think I'll easily be able to pay that off with all this hay. So, I'm not really too worried. But I got the mechanic to come out here. He worked on this, so it's all good to go now. There ain't gonna be no issues with it. He figured out what was wrong with the engine, so we got all that stuff fixed up. So yeah, everything's going good. we're just cutting hay. Ain't really nothing much else. Nothing much else going on, but I'll probably keep on cutting hay, and I'll see you guys, or I guess I'll probably call it here for now. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Uncle's Farm, episode 10, or 11. Yep, so I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.